bro here who's going to be sharing his views with us, like as we always do on this channel. So let's get it started. Hello, bro. What's your name, please?
My name is Bright.
Please.
Yeah, my name is Bright.
Your name is Bright. Okay. And from where, please?
I'm from Nigeria.
From Nigeria.
And where are you from?
I'm from Liberia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So cool. And then how long have you been here in Austria?
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years. Ah, I can see. Okay, that's cool. So you've been in Vienna since 10 years now. So since then, can you just share with us how life has been with you in these 10 years in Austria?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it all depends on the aspects of life you're talking about. But in general,
Yeah.
life has been good. But I wouldn't say it has been easy.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean?
I guess
so.
your point.
There are always struggles at the beginning.
Exactly.
So if you are able to overcome these struggles, I guess like life begins to get better for you.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but yeah, in general, life has been good. Has it been
That's-
easy? I wouldn't say totally.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. That's cool. That's cool. I love that.
Yes.
So, in these 10 years you've been in Austria, you spent all these years in Vienna or you've been in another Bundesland?
Well, I lived here in Vienna, but I've been to other places. I mean, didn't live there totally,
Okay.
but my base is Vienna. So
Yeah.
I've been to other states.
So that's cool. Are you married?
Yeah.
You're married. With kids?
Yeah.
That's wonderful. To this, to a white or a black woman?
Does that really matter?
Please, it does because our viewers would like to know.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, but does that really matter?
It matters, please, bro.
Okay, black.
You married to a black lady?
Yeah.
Fine. That's cool because a lot of guys they said they prefer marrying to a white woman, to our black ladies. So when I see someone who is proudly married to a black lady, I mean, I'm so happy. So please share, a little bit about how you meet your wife, how things are with her, please.
Well,
Yeah, because this is very nice, really.
it's quite so I'm a very private person normally. I like to keep
some things. No, you don't have to say all.
But then I met her here.
Fine, that's cool.
I met her here and then we aligned. And then the rest is history.
Okay, so you guys met here and worked out for you guys, and then since then everything has been working on perfectly fine for you guys. That's wonderful. Why we ask this question, is because, like I said, we are one, black, white. It doesn't matter where you go to. It does depend on choice, and where you find love. So a lot of people say, I prefer the white man, I prefer the white woman. So other guys say, I prefer my black sisters or my black brothers, so it doesn't matter. So let's move on, Are you working?
Yes.
What kind of work do you do?
I'm into film production.
You're into film production. Wow, congratulations. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, I really meet my who I'm looking for. That's fine. You work here in Vienna or where?
Yeah, Vienna is my base, but I also
Go around. Okay. So since this 10 years, have you lived outside of the country?
to Europe or
that's-
to visit
To visit, yeah.
a lot.
A lot. Please, where and where have you been to?
I've been to in Europe. You mean?
In Europe, yeah.
I've been to Italy. I've been to Germany. I've been to Czech Republic. I've been to Hungary. I've been to Slovakia. I've been to France.
Wow.
I've been to Slovenia.
Yeah.
I've been to Croatia.
Wow.
And yeah, this ones I can remember.
Wow, that's very interesting.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So ask me,
Yeah, I
no,
said-
are you outside Austria? You
Outside
mean?
Austria.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
okay.
saying all these places you've been to.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, they all have their unique features, yeah? So
Okay.
they all have one way or the other, they are unique, but I will choose. What's the question again? So that we don't.
I asked, out of all these countries you've been to, which one would you say you had a very good time there?
Okay, then
Yeah.
that would be France.
France.
Paris,
okay.
yeah.
Paris, okay, all right. Okay,
That'd
and
be
how long you stay
Paris.
there?
I was there for like a week.
For a week?
I mean, for one of the visits.
Oh, okay, all right.
So there have been other visits, like maybe one
One or 2
days.
days.
Yeah, so yeah. But yeah,
That's
I was
fine.
there for a week.
Okay, that's cool. So, can you speak German? Can you speak Dutch?
Also, speak German.
Okay, you can speak German. In which level are you now in German?
Good question.
Yeah.
B1.
B1? Yeah, okay, that's B1 is right, but in German we say B1. It's also right. So B1, that's wonderful. You go far and you speak very well, or
Well,
still
you cannot say you speak very well.
Exactly.
It's always a process.
sure.
You can never be perfect, except except you born here or grew up here, but even then they still have their flaws sometimes. But you can never, if you are coming as a immigrant,
Exactly.
I don't think you can be 100% perfect.
You are right,
You
you're
keep
right.
learning every day.
You're
But
right.
at least you are able to attain that position, that point where you can communicate,
Exactly.
where you
Which is the
can
most
involve in
important thing, yeah.
discussion and
Sure.
all that.
Yeah.
Hey, if you are able to attain that, I think you are good to go. Except you have other plans, maybe like going to university,
Okay.
you want to do the job, then you cannot take it forward. So you have to be able to do this.
Okay. So let's move on. Do you today you've been here 10 years, if you can compare when you came to Austria and now, I mean, how have life been, can you just tell us a little bit about then and now?
Good question.
Yeah.
Well, I think for me it has been like a series of progression.
Okay.
So I think now is better than then.
Okay, now it's better than then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's better than then. I mean, like, yeah. I mean, Austria has presented me a lot of opportunities that I can do.
Wonderful.
Do you understand that?
I got your point, yeah.
Austria has presented me a lot of opportunities.
Wow, that's
that I
cool.
can deny. Do you understand? So,
I get your point.
yeah, even though these opportunities, you have to work hard for them.
Sure.
You have to be
Nothing
strong to
comes
get
easy,
them.
yeah, sure.
But they presented me these opportunities and I grabbed them.
That's good. That's good.
So, yeah, I would say now is the best for me.
Oh, fine.
It can never be compared to.
So when you came newly. Okay. That's wonderful. That's good to know. So then let's move on. When you, like our brothers here, our sisters, they live here, and people downtown in Africa, who look at them and say, oh, I want to be like, I want to come to where my brother is or where my sister is, but they don't have the means to come, and they really want to come to Europe. So some will sell their land, their properties, just to make it down here, and others they are willing to take any risk because the water and people are dying, crossing this water to get to Europe. So, like you now, you will be here. Will you please just give us a little advice, on this kind of people who are so desperate to come to Europe?
My advice is you should not just be willing to
Okay.
take just any risk to come here.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But my advice is if you wish to come here, do it the proper way.
Okay.
This as well. Do it the proper way.
Okay.
Do it the legal way.
Okay.
Because if you come in illegal, you are going to suffer.
Okay.
Even those that came illegal are still finding it tough.
Okay.
So then if you come in illegal, then you're going to suffer for a very long time. And then maybe the things have changed now. It's not like before.
Okay.
Maybe at the end, they still send you back.
Wow.
It's a waste of resources. Do you understand? So I wouldn't stop anybody from coming because, like I said, this country, this beautiful country has a lot of opportunities, which I'm very grateful for, and that's what I'm really happy that I came. So I can't tell anyone don't come, but I'm saying if you wish to go to relocate, if your environment, because environment plays a role in one's growth and all that. So if you feel your environment is not doing it for you, do it legally. Do it the legal. It has to be legal process. So this is my advice. It's not worth going through the waters. Do you understand? It's not worth it. So do it the right way. You come in and find your ground. If it works for you, you stay. If it doesn't work for you, you can go back. But yeah, I'm not in position to tell you don't come. Come, stay. Whatever you want to do, you know you're supposed to do it, but do it the right way. This is my advice. Do it the right way. If you wish to do it the right way.
That's very good. So, how do you relate to our people here in Europe, our black brothers and sisters here?
How do I relate to them?
Yeah,
Good
you have. Yeah.
Good question. Well, I have good relationship with them, but I'm heavily an introvert. So I'm really out there, like highly socializing. It's very difficult here, but the few time I will come out, I have a good relationship with them.
Like, I mean, do you go to the African bars, the African clubs, around town?
No.
You don't visit there. And you live in Vienna or outside Vienna? You live in Vienna.
But occasionally, I go to the occasionally go to the African restaurant.
Okay.
To just buy
Pick up something to eat.
sometimes the African supermarkets.
Okay.
I also realize because the bars like sitting there, drinking is really difficult for me. So I'm rarely in that kind of position.
Okay.
Like I said, heavily introverted.
I can get that. I get that.
Even me coming on this level, that was like, when we were coming on, that was, should I just dish
No, but I really appreciate that. I really appreciate you, man, for coming on my channel. I really appreciate you, bro. Really, yeah. So can I just throw my last question to you? Yeah. Now, when someone want to get married, because people in Africa, people that lives here, they go to Africa to get married, and they come back here, they leave their wife or their husband down there. They only go for like 1 or 2 times in a year,
and to visit the woman.
Yeah, or the man. Yeah, not only the woman, but mostly the woman, but the man also. So there's been a lot of problems, Yeah, people saying that, oh, my wife is messing up downtown, my man is also messing up, and they are here, So will you, like a friend of yours now who want to travel, who want to marry, will you tell him, okay, man, look for a wife here, or go to Africa and marry? What will you advise him to do? Or even the black sister?
Yes. First of all, I will say times have changed.
Okay.
So most times people still think we are in the eras of our father.
Okay.
Then you could leave a partner, and then you will be there, waiting, faithful, adhere to traditions, and times have changed.
Exactly.
Those times there were no social media.
Exactly.
Now people can easily communicate and all that. So my advice is, if you wish to go to your home country, get a wife and come here, it is good for you, but you have to put into consideration the consequences that will come with it. There will be a great distance. You may not see maybe once in a year. So you have to consider this. Are you willing to pass through those emotional fights and all that? Would you give that trust if you call your partner and he or she does not pick up immediately? Would you be able to say, okay, it's fine, not thinking like, oh, where is he or where is she? Is she good? Do you understand? Are you willing to do this fight? If you are willing to do all these fights and you are okay with it, go ahead. Or if you do not have that kind of mind to pass through this emotional fights and the woman here. So it's left for you. I wouldn't tell you don't go to Nigeria, but then again, you've experienced a lot of, I've seen a lot of people having problems because of distance relationship and marriage. So think about it, choose what is good for you. As for me, personally, I wouldn't be involved in this. Do you understand? I want it personally.
Yeah.
So if you think about it, if you are willing to fight, I don't have that time to fight through those kind of emotion and all that. Do you understand? I like peace.
Yeah.
And do you understand? I just want to have my peace and all that. So if you feel like you can fight those emotional, go ahead. It's left for you. At the end, you will see people who engage in long distance relationship. They brought their partner here and they are living happily. It's good. But if you don't have that power, find someone here. A lot of people say, oh, the women here are not why not? I'm not for that opinion. There are bad women here.
Yeah.
There are bad women back.
Exactly.
Just find the right one. There are good women here also. There are good women home.
Sure.
So find the good one.
And this will be fine.
So it's left for you. It's your opinion. If you wish to go far, if you wish to do it here, but consider the consequences that come from each decision you make.
Exactly. So thanks so much, my brother. Thanks so much. So you guys, I hope you all have heard what our brother said. So we just got to pick one or two advices from me, and then let's keep life moving. See you on my next channel, on my next video, and please keep subscribing and liking and sharing. One love.
Thank you, bro.
Okay.
Have a nice evening.
And you too, bro.